given up some new goals, and stuff. And I think we can do more about it, and just gotta be ready for next week.
It's tough out there. It's tight. They're forcing us to the outside and trying to keep us play the perimeter game in the offensive zone, and we have to find ways to get inside there.
We're going to be faced being down by 2 goals at some point, and we're going to have to come back. I'm pretty sure if we're going to be successful, we're going to have to deal with that.
I think it's more mental than any kind of physical effort. Again, it's about the mentality. There's an execution level about the way we want to play each shift and how we want to play the game, and there's also mentality about how we're going to play it that way, and that's something that we need to be better at throughout the game.
We're not going to just say it's 1 or 2 guys. We're trying to do it by committee. We're trying to do it as a team. We're trying to get in shooting lanes. We're trying to block shots. We're trying to make sure we have numbers at the blue lines. And did we do that all night? No. I thought there were a couple breakdowns, but overall we did a pretty good job of that.
Well, Penguin fans, the race to 4 is off to a slow and decidedly shaky start. The Pittsburgh Penguins are down 1-0 in this Eastern Conference quarterfinal best-of-7 series to the Ottawa Senators. 5-4 loss here on Mellon Arena ice. Lots of things to talk about. Starting with the Ottawa Senators, what they did well. For that, I'm going to kick you to Josh Yohe, part of the Penguins Trib Total Media team coverage.
Thanks, Rob, and Penguins fans, here's the bad news. The Ottawa Senators don't even think they played very well tonight, and yet they've taken a 1-0 series lead. Good news for the Penguins. Daniel Alfredsson and Jason Spezza, the 2 big guns for the Senators, they only had 1 assist apiece in this game, but the problem for the Penguins is the Ottawa third line. Chris Neal, Chris Kelly, and former Penguin Jarkko Ruutu each had a goal, and they badly outplayed the Penguins' third line. Jordan Staal, Tyler Kennedy, and Matt Cook were a -6. None of those guys had a point. So right now, the Penguins should be a little bit nervous because Ottawa feels like if they can avoid taking dumb penalties like they did tonight, they have a very good chance to win this series because 5-on-5, they dominated. Now on to Trib columnist Kevin Gorman.
Thanks, Josh. 2 things should really concern the Penguins with the way they played. One, you have to look at that they only had 21 shots on goal against Brian Elliott making his first playoff start. This is a team that should have had twice that amount. They should have had a barrage of shots against him. Part of the problem was that they couldn't do that. They had a lot of shots blocked. They had a lot of shots that missed the net. And that's something the Penguins really have to work on, is making this goaltender, who wasn't spectacular, make him earn the victories. And on the flip side of things, Marc-Andre Fleury has to stop giving up such soft goals on his end. He gave up 1 on a bad bounce off the boards, 2 others on rebounds. The Penguins have to play a lot tougher defensively, and Dan Bylsma, the Penguins coach, indicated that some of that might have to become from mental toughness. Look for the Penguins to have to show some of that in the next game. Now let's go back to Rob Rossi.
Thanks, Kevin. They say that a team makes the most progress in a best-of-7 series on the off day between Game 1 and Game 2. Penguins will be back at Mellon Arena this morning practicing, and they're going to be looking to try to touch upon some of the things that Josh and Kevin talked about. You're going to want to stay tuned to Trib Total Media's website because we've got a lot of things coming to you today. First of all, Josh is going to be in the Senators' room keeping charts on all what's going along there. Kevin Gorman is going to be sitting ringside with the Penguins. He's going to be updating his blog daily as time needs, and I'm going to be tracking down the Penguins to try to see what they can do to get back into this series, because if they don't, they're looking at a 2-0 hole, and that 2-0 hole will be coming with both losses at home. So that's what we're looking at. We want you to stay tuned, keep watching, and keep reading. For Trib Total Media's Penguin coverage, I'm Penguins beat reporter Rob Rossi.